Yo, party people, it's Ashley of SingleWomanChronicles.com, where being single is a beautiful choice rather than a miserable circumstance. And y'all, oh my God, I know y'all were like dogging me out probably. It's probably in my head. But for those of you who heard me say I wanted to post 30 days straight, y'all are probably like, look at her, she fell off already. No, you guys, it's not like that. But no, seriously. So I really had to take a minute because I felt like I needed to get more, I needed to get a better strategy around my content. So this is me taking off Single Woman Chronicles hat and putting on Ashley, the business owner hat. So when you're building something, and this is for any woman who, is a content creator, wants to be a content creator, ultimately, you're not just a content creator, you're an entrepreneur as well, because you're running a business. You want this thing to be monetized, because if you do this, the people who don't do this don't understand the amount of work it takes to do this. It takes a lot of work to record content all the time. It takes a lot of work to sit down, edit it, put it out there for you guys, and we love to do it, but at the same time, we would like to be compensated, right? And so however we choose to, monetize our content creation is still going to require a strategy. And I felt like I was doing myself a disservice because I wasn't doing well in my strategy. I was just throwing things up and not really having a plan. And I always tell you guys, like, you need to plan stuff, because I do believe that. But it's like I was planning everything else in my life, but I wasn't planning this part of my life. And I feel like in 2024, as a business owner, baby, I'm a CEO, so I have to start acting like it. So I wanted to take a step back and really nail down some things on the business end and really come back better. So here I am again. So I wasn't punking out. I wasn't like, oh no, I don't feel like doing it. It wasn't that. I just had to go regroup, get a little strategy together. And yeah, so I'm back and I'm better than ever. So today I wanted to talk about putting back on Single Woman Chronicles hat. Today I want to talk about recovering from failed talking stages. Y'all, it's real ghetto. So I felt the need to talk about this because we live in a society right now that is just all over the place when it comes to love lives, because it's a lot of people who don't believe in marriage, a lot of people that don't believe in commitment. It's polygamy going on. It's just a lot going on, right? So what I've noticed is more people are going to experience failed talking stages than they will experience failed relationships. And that's just the truth. And a talking stage could be a situationship. It can be y'all just, went on a few dates, whatever, but it still failed. And what I define as failed is it didn't end how you wanted it to end. So you feel some type of way. Okay. What Rich Homie Quan said, you feel some type of way. Okay. I like that song. Anyway, so I just wanted you guys to understand that these things matter, because I think we live in a society that tries to make it seem like, oh, that person wasn't that big of a deal because y'all were only talking for a week or a day or et cetera, et cetera. Listen, when you got hope in something, and you've been waiting on something for a long time, and you hoping that this is the answer to the prayer that you've been waiting on, and that thing end prematurely how you did not want it to end, guess what gonna happen? Guess what's gonna happen? Disappointment. You're going to be disappointed. And it's okay to be disappointed. So I'm giving you permission to be disappointed and feel some type of way about that person that you met and y'all did not end up how you wanted it to end up, because you had a hope, you had an expectation, but it fell short of said expectation. So I'm giving you permission to grieve. But I do want to speak on what to do about these things. The first thing you don't want to do is you don't want to internalize it. Sadly, when we go through failed talking stages, in a talking stage, you don't know this person that well. You know enough about them to maybe be interested, maybe have some type of affection towards them, but you don't know enough about them to know like what turns them on, what turns them off, et cetera, right? So if you guys are talking, say y'all are talking every day for like 2 weeks and y'all vibing out, y'all went out, it's fun time, but then something goes awry and then y'all stop talking. You don't know what happened. So many of us, will start to blame ourselves, or many of us will go on this overthinking, because I'm an overthinking child. So we're going to create this whole story if we didn't receive closure from the situation, or we didn't receive an actual answer, because many times you don't, especially in this ghosting day and age. Most times you're not going to receive an explanation. In a talking stage, like I had a situation happen last year where the guy was really dope. He just wasn't my dude. I believe I'm really dope. I just wasn't his girl. One day we just didn't talk anymore and we never text each other again. There's no closure. There's like nothing happened to like stop this relationship or this talkationship, but it just ended. So I just want you to not internalize it and not overthink it to a point where you're blaming yourself or you're creating a reason to be the culprit of why this thing ended. So you go into, well, maybe he didn't like this, or maybe I shouldn't have done this too soon, or maybe I shouldn't have told him I liked him, or maybe we shouldn't have talked every day. I should have gave him space because the dating coaches say you need to give a person space, blah, blah, blah. Stop. Just stop. Because all of that stuff, to me, I take it with a grain of salt. Here's why I take it with a grain of salt. Even though, like, in a way, I'm a dating coach. You know what I mean? I prefer singles coach, but I guess you can assume that one is single if they need a dating coach. You can assume that, but that's not always true because these married folks be real single. But anyway, we ain't talking about them. I take it with a grain of salt because every relationship is different. And I believe that you need to focus on getting your needs fulfilled. If you are a person that wants to, your need is to communicate with someone daily that you are talking to and you're interested in, that is okay. That is fine. You can find somebody else who needs the same thing and y'all will be a match. You know what I mean? So I just don't think you should overthink that. But anyway, back to the failed talking stages. One, do not internalize this thing. We have a bad habit of doing that, especially when you've experienced failed talking stage after failed talking stage after failed talking stage. Like, it will take a hit to your self-esteem. You will start to think, all right, now, like the first two, cool, but the third, fourth, fifth one, like, come on now. Because, you hear these little stupid sayings like, I remember one saying that stuck with me for a long time that I had to really overcome. It said, good product don't stay on the shelf for long. So basically saying, like, if you have been single for a long time and ain't nobody choosing you or to commit to you, then obviously that means you're not a good product. Whose dusty, stupid son said that? That is stupid. I know it came from a man. I don't care what y'all say. I know it came from a man. And that is just untrue because you don't know the factors. You could also just be in a season where you just keep meeting bad people, like just bad matches after bad match. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean anything because if you're a person who wants a relationship and the next 10 people you date don't want a relationship, guess what? You're not going to end up in a relationship. It has nothing to do with you. It has to do with what those people wanted that you chose. You see what I mean? So speaking of choosing, as you guys know, I have this beautiful, wonderful 28-day challenge called the Embrace the Way Challenge. And the reason I'm so passionate about this challenge is because I understand something. If you are a single woman and you really, truly want to find the love of your life and end up in your happily ever after, which I know that you can, there is an interim between where you are and meeting the man that you will spend the rest of your life with. And in that interim, how you handle it is going to affect how long you're going to be there, right? And if you keep picking the wrong person, if you keep going after guys who don't want that, who keep making your talking stages more complicated than they have to be, who keep trying to lead you on, these counterfeits, then guess what? You're going to be single longer because you're prolonging a process that probably shouldn't be that long for you. And I think we do that sometimes because we waste our time too long with the wrong people, or we entertain the wrong people longer than we should because we're picking incorrectly. So in the program, I have a whole week on dating in the way that guards your heart because I feel like we're not dating right. We're dating in a way that we're just putting all our vulnerabilities on the table, but we're not having our defenses up in a way where, yes, you still are hopeful. You're still bringing, your vulnerability, you're showing up open, but at the same time, you're not giving it to everybody because all right, I just met this person. I don't know yet. Let me lead with my head first And then I'm going to let my heart and my emotions and my lust follow, right? So in this program, I give you all these tools so that you can come out this thing dating confidently. You can date like a master. You can date, y'all, when I be dating, when these fools be approaching me, because I get approached quite often, I know, yes, no, immediately no. Like, I'm in the room, like, I know what it is because I know what I want. I know what I'm not about to deal with, and I know that feeling, and I know, like, I've dealt with so many situations where I picked wrong, and it left me feeling unsure of myself. It left me feeling like I'm doing something wrong. It left me feeling just not right. So that made me take a break from the dating scene when I shouldn't have. Many of y'all keep taking breaks from the dating scene every time something disappoints you when you shouldn't. It's not that serious. That's what I'm saying with these failed dating stages. That's why you cannot internalize this thing. But if you don't know how to overcome that and bounce back quick, I want to show you how. Because baby, listen, I go on a date today. And if it don't work out, I'm probably going to be on another one tomorrow. Okay? Because why you wasting that much time on somebody who y'all weren't even together? You see what I mean? So stop allowing these disappointments to take you out the game. Like, no, yes, acknowledge it. Yes, grieve it. But don't stay there. Stop doing that. You got to bounce back. Okay? So if you are interested in learning how to date in a way that makes you so confident that when somebody does see something disappoint you on a Monday, on a Tuesday, you out with somebody else's son. Because that's how I want you to move. And it ain't even on no player stuff. It's just, I want us to hope for love. I want us to stay in a game. I want us all to end up in our happily ever after. Because, yes, I have a peaceful single life. I love being single. But I'm going to love being married even more. Because I'm going to get there. And I want you to get there too. But I think too many times we're getting in our own way because we're spending too much time dwelling on people who aren't even for us. Why? Why are we wasting our times on them? They don't deserve it. They don't even deserve it. So if you want to hear more about the Embrace the Wait 28-day challenge, you can always email me at info@singlewomanchronicles.com. If you just want to talk to me, chop it up with me, see if this program is right for you, because I don't want you to jump into a program or a challenge where you're like, oh, I don't know if this is my, for me. But if it is for you, I do want you to jump into it, right? So if you want to speak to me personally, go ahead and email me at info@singlewomanchronicles.com. But also, if you just like, oh yeah, that sounds like me, go ahead, click the link below and go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and purchase it. It's only $98. That ain't a lot. Like, come on, y'all. That's like nothing. And the next one starts on February the 5th. Because I want y'all out here in these dating streets. But I want y'all correctly in these dating streets. I don't want y'all dwelling on these fools who ain't worth it, okay? So, number one, don't internalize it. Don't overthink it. Don't blame yourself. We're not doing that. 2, keep it moving. Keep it moving. What T.I. said, don't be a groupie, keep it moving, shouty. You don't know me. Keep it moving. The reason I need y'all to keep it moving is because when you sit here and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it. I see so many posts when people literally go, like a failed talking stage will literally take them out for so long. Why? Think of it like this. If you're looking for a job, you go to an interview, you don't get the interview. You go to 5, 6, 7, 8 interviews, you don't get those interviews. Do you stop applying? Do you stop interviewing? You do not. Because guess what? You want that job. Baby, you know you want a man. You know you want to live happily ever after. You know you want love. It's okay to want love. I know this society try to make you think it's not. It is. It's okay. Keep dating. Just because that one joker did whatever and it didn't work out, no. Now, sometimes, you do need to take a quick break. Depending. Like if you've had several back-to-back, maybe if you had like 10 back-to-back, it's like, all right, I need a little breather. But it ain't a breather like I hate men or I hate dating. No, it's just like I need to just regroup real quick because I'm a little tired. I'm just tired of the process real quick. Let me take a week, 2, 3, and chill, and I'm going to come back. But I'm chilling. But never let it take your confidence and never let it take you completely out the game. No. I need you to know that. And then 3, something that I have noticed is just a lack of compassion. Like, there's a lack of compassion nowadays where people just throw people away so easily. And that lack of compassion can make you just, when you see something, as soon as you don't like something, you just, oh, I'm done. Like, I'm out. And I don't like that. And I feel like that gives you a lack of internal self-compassion. And I feel like we don't cut ourselves, we don't give ourselves enough slack. So I want you to be more compassionate towards yourself. Like, when you go through these failed talking stages, your immediate first thought should not be anything that degrades who you are. It should not be anything that questions yourself. There's this whole thing going on right now. I don't know why BBLs and natural bodies are at war all the time. Like, if who and somebody posted earlier this year, if you don't have fake teeth, fake butt, fake boobs, if you don't have something fake, then you ain't a baddie. And I'm just like, baby, I grew up in a day and age when Halle Berry was that girl and had a lick of surgery. I grew up in a day and age where Beyonce was that girl. Before this Beyonce, she was Destiny's Child Beyonce, ain't had a lick of surgery. I grew up in a day and age where Aaliyah was so tiny, but face gorgeous, body what do we talk? Who cares? Look at her face, she's gorgeous. So to sit and be defined by societal taste when you look in the mirror and you know you that girl and you know you gorgeous, like, why are we doing this? That is just outrageous to me. So just be more compassionate about yourself. Don't question yourself. Don't question your worth. Don't question your value. Don't question if it's your looks. Don't question if it's XYZ. No. I need you to have way more self-compassion. I need you to have way more compassion towards yourself, because some people just finicky. And I always say not everybody got good taste, and you just need to be okay with that. Just be okay, because just like you don't like everybody you meet, everybody who you meet not gonna like you, and that's okay, because I will always say not everybody got good taste. Get that deep down in your spirit. Not everybody got good taste. They don't. Some people like sugar in their grits. That's not good taste. I like salt in my grits because I got good taste. So some people who be, they don't be wanting to continue, they like sugar in their grits. That's not good. And all my sugar in the grits people, I'm sorry. That's not good. that's not good in 2024, okay? All right, y'all. That's enough for today. I'm in such a goofy mood right now, as you can see. But until next time, bye.